Welcome to Gym Vlog. I think this is episode 21. If it's not, I might put the correct on the screen. Yeah, welcome to Gym Vlog. Don't worry, Iron Chapels will pick back up here. Got my office gym kind of set. I'm just not going to be home for a little bit, so I'm here. It's a little bit later than normal. It's 9:17. Well, I haven't really had a routine lately, so it's later in the day. I was up super late last night. Not super late, but pretty late, especially for me. If you watched last episode, I was here working out until after 10 o'clock. I think like close to 10:30, and I'm normally in bed by like 7:30. So I'm also feeling like I'm getting sick. I woke up with a sore throat. It's feeling better now. So I kind of slept in a little bit this morning, and then just kind of lay in bed and relaxed a little bit, trying to catch up on some sleep. New equipment. What do we got? Inversion machine. Okay, that doesn't really help me. I should use it though. And then I don't know what that is. Oh, inversion table. Oh, so it's part of it. Okay, well, that's cool. New inversion table, machine, whatever, for that room. Anyways, so I'm here. I'm gonna get my arm workout in. What the heck? Oh, what is all that on the ground? And then we're gonna hit the road. We're not actually gonna stay in Round Mountain all day today, like we were planning. We actually ended up getting a hotel room in Reno. So I desperately need to give blood. My last time I gave blood was in November, so I'm way behind. Wait. No, I think November is when they were coming back the next time, but because I gave a double, I couldn't. Anyways, I think January is when I was eligible again. November is when I normally would have done it, so I'm like way far behind. So I was supposed to give blood today. That's when they come in Ely. They come in like every 3 months, or I think it's every 3 months, every so often, a few times a year. And then I realized we're gonna be out of town. We're going to San Francisco to see my daughter. So decided to break the drive up a little bit. So we're gonna drive to Reno, which is 4 hours from here. We got a hotel booked. Family's gonna do some shopping. We'll have the day there today. And then I will get up in the morning. I have a 7:15 appointment. That's how I wanna wake up, with a needle in the arm. But anyways, I'm gonna wake up, have a 7:15 appointment, and then I'll go back and pick up the family, and we'll hit the road. I don't normally eat breakfast. I'm gonna have to eat breakfast tomorrow. I ate breakfast yesterday because I had a breakfast meeting. I'm gonna have to eat breakfast tomorrow because I'm not gonna give blood and then go and try to drive. Well, how many hours is it? 6 hours? I don't know. Well, yeah, because it's a 10-hour drive. We took out 4. So it's probably around 6 hours. So yeah, that is the plan for that. But I want to get a workout in because I'm trying to get back into this routine. I know I've been really hit or miss. Like I said yesterday, I've been more focused on weight loss, and so I've been focusing more on like the steps and getting those. Trying to hit 20,000 steps as many days as possible. Hit 10,000. Average out to be at 10,000 every single day. I'm just being nosy. And so now I'm prioritizing getting back in the gym, and got my gym set up, and I'm not gonna be home for a week. So that's about how it goes, right? I haven't got to work out in it yet. So let's go get an arm workout in. Got a good shoulder workout yesterday. we do that, 3 sets of 10 with that. And then we'll see as far as weight, up, down, same. And I'll do 3 more sets of 10, just same, but both arms at a time. Probably go down a weight for that. I don't know I want to go from there. Maybe I'll go to the cable machine and do like the 21s. We'll see. Kind of raw dogging it today. No water, because I didn't go by the gas station to get some. I drank mine, and I do have I'm like airing out my actual water container. So no water, that sucks. I don't normally do that. No workout plan. I have a workout plan, but I've not been consistent enough. I've not been using it, so I did shoulders yesterday, I'm gonna do arms today. Figure it out. And then I thought I left my headphones at home. But turns out I actually left them in the bag from last night. So sometimes, not usually, but sometimes just being unprepared and just showing up can work out for you, because I just threw my headphones in the bag last night and there they were. So I do still have those. So when we're making a plan, I can just swallow my spit. So boom, there we go. Let's get this workout done. Shoot, if I don't drink some water soon, I'm not gonna have any spit to swallow. I think I'm dehydrated. It's probably, like I said, I'm feeling sick. Woke up with a sore throat. What the? Why did I bust my thumb? It's bloody. Oh, I bet you I did that doing a workout machine, the cable machine. I hit my hand a couple times. I bet you it's just dry and cracked. All right, one more set of this. Yeah, so because I've not been in the gym. So like December and January, I wasn't really at all. February was hit or miss. I only went a few times. Part of that was intentional. So part of it was just I need to get back in the swing of things. But one, December was intentional because I was wanting to maximize time with my daughter before she left to San Francisco, which we're now going to go visit her today. She's been there for 2 months. And two, I was focusing on weight loss, which I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I went from 260 down to 245. in these last few months. Like I said, I want to hit another 10 pounds, but I'm going to start the muscle increase as well. So kind of entering a new phase. Like I said, I do still want to lose 10, 15 pounds, but it's not to the exclusion of everything anymore. Where I am going to be back in the gym 5 days a week, bring these videos to you guys again, clips, all kinds of whatever. Get back to it. And now that I've leaned out enough, I can actually see muscles. I want them to be big enough to be, worth looking at least for me. So, got veins, got some good definition. Now we're just gonna grow them in size. So, it's March like 12th. It's March 12th. So, if you last night, hitting the gym. So, March 11th started new phase, muscle growth. Still got some leaning out to do, especially, gotta work on that six pack. But that'd be awesome if I do actually get to a six pack. But that's the goal. Anyways, all to say, we're back, baby. Let's do it. I'm gonna drop down to 20s and do both at a time, and we'll see. 10, 12, 15, we'll see. So I was doing 35s, we're gonna drop down to 20s and just add a bunch of volume in. Okay, gonna adjust. Uh, 15. If I start from up here, I'll be adjusted better. Ah, 15. Feels good. Uh, uh, 2 sets of 15. I'll do one more. Somewhere between 12 and 15. So something I've talked about this a little bit in the past. When I'm working out in the past, there's been like a mental barrier. I start off with like I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself, and then it was just all these different narratives, right? And it dawned on me a couple months ago. I did a podcast episode about this, about there's so many people who, sorry, my arms are, so many people who have spent less time working out than me, who have lost more weight, gained more muscle. And I know a big part of that is because of the mindset. So I was talking in the podcast about how I'm going to get back in the gym. Now, it took me like 3 weeks longer than I thought. I'm going to get back in the gym, and I'm not going to have the mindset of, oh, I'm getting healthier, I'm working out, losing some weight, gaining some muscle. It's a process. I'm bouncing around because it's like, we're just skipping through the field of daisies. I'm going to get back in the gym, and it's going to be for the intention of putting on massive amounts of muscle, putting on, 15, 20 pounds of muscle. So if I'm 245 now, I think I want to be 255. So I'm thinking, and this will all change as because I don't know. I'm just guessing. So I'm thinking I'm 245. I'm going to get down to 235. And then start going back up. So I want to hit 235 and then start creeping back up. Yeah. That's 20. Is that 20 or 30 pounds of muscle? I mean, it's 20 pounds from 235 to 245 to 255. So it's losing 10 pounds and gaining 20. So a recomp of 30 pounds, I think is going to be my goal. And so by the end of summer, I want to be lean, like have a couple spots. I'm pretty lean. Like so you can see veins. There's not a lot of fat, but there's a couple areas like around my stomach, a little bit my chest, a little bit my inner thighs. Though the rest of my legs are pretty thin. I want to lose it. So I got 10, maybe 15 pounds to lose. But then again, gaining 15, 20 pounds of muscle. So I want to basically get back to either 245, 255, somewhere right in there. But again, super lean, none of that, like 9, 10% body fat, and, maybe 11, I don't know. We'll see how it looks. But, really, really lean, and then put a pack on the muscle. And so this time when I'm working out, it's like, no, it's for two reasons that I'm like driven. I'm listening to Grant Cardone's, which one am I listening to? It's Be Obsessed or Be Average. That's right. I didn't have to pull it up. It just took me a second because I just finished 10x. Um, and I'll put like 10x energy into two things with the gym. One, working out with the intention of leaning out and gaining massive amounts of muscle, not just, oh yeah, I'm looking pretty good. No, I'm like freaking got a goal, like a bat out of hell. I don't know where that expression came from. Like a driven madman, obsessed with leaning out and getting that muscle. And then two is my socials. I need the content. I have three main pillars of content that I post. And right now the fitness is really lacking. And so it's like, I gotta up my game. I can't have fitness content if I'm not working out. So this is the majority of my fitness content is snipping this stuff. And then these conversations we have, I can turn into shorts and different things. And so I've got those two reasons now to obsessively hit the gym with obsessive intention 5 days a week. There's gonna be weeks like this week where like I'm not gonna get a workout for the next, see, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. So I'm gonna have 4 days of my workout. So that's why I came in last night when I don't normally do it. I felt sick, and I this morning before we hit the road, and then Wednesday I'm gonna feel freaking car version of jet lagged. I'm gonna have to hit the gym because again, it's this obsession. I don't know. I might hit a cool gym in San Francisco. I don't know what our plans are. I will try to sneak out at least one day to hit a gym in San Francisco, but that's not. I mean, it's kind of in my control, but I have some family stuff to we got short amount of time there. So with that, that's the goal. That's the obsession. You're going to start to notice, and you guys can help keep me accountable because I'm saying here. So let's see, it's March 8. So 8, let's not count, March is, whatever, the on ramp. April, May, June, July. By the end of July, it's 4 months. I should have a noticeable physique change. I guess I'll make accountable. Okay, I should be able to hit 15 because I had a little bit of a longer break just there at that conversation. We're gonna keep going. 18, 18, 20. Speaking of obsession, that's why I've had my phone out. I was finishing uploading. Again, I'm gonna be on the road today. I'm gonna have a lot of content time, so I gotta get in early. So I got one video done, and if I can, I'd like to get 2 more uploaded before I hit the road. At least 1 more before I hit the road, and then I'll try to record 2 while on the road today. So that gives me 4 or 5. My goal has been 3 to 5. Eventually, I want to be able to do even more, but right now, as I'm getting used to it all, it takes forever to upload everything. is 3 to 5 times a day. Again, I have those three pillar content. So I have faith, fitness, and it's fun. That's what I'm calling it. So, and then I have a separate YouTube channel for each of those pillars. Everything else is the same. Cross post to everything. TikTok, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all the other platforms. It's all just like a dump of everything. But YouTube, because I already had them, I have three specific content pillars. So I have faith is my 1159 channel, like my tattoo. Fitness is the Becoming Aquaman, and the fun is my Geek Church channel, where I talk about comic book stuff. I build Legos with my son. Eventually, I kind of want to do some crossover with Becoming Aquaman, which already in the name there's a little bit of crossover with Geek Church. And obviously the church side, there could be a crossover. All three of the channels can kind of cross over, but I want to do some superhero workouts. So now that I am a certified personal trainer, and then I finished a weight loss addition to it, and I'm working on the bodybuilding one, and then I'm gonna go on the nutrition one. I want to start doing some. I used to see these like superhero workouts. I want to start to build workouts. I'll have to figure out if I'll do it as like this. Probably like if you want this kind of physique, these are the kind of workouts you'll do. So I'll take different superheroes. Maybe I'll do like one a week even, and I'll actually practice. Once I get a few like clients, and I'm like I've done it. Well, maybe let's do this practice. I'll literally take like, okay, you want to look like Batman? We'll break down his physique. We'll analyze it. We'll analyze his lifestyle, and we'll come up with like a diet. Well, for now, just fitness. Once I get my nutritionalist certification, then diet and fitness plan to obtain that physique, and then maybe talk about like, okay, this is what he's at. If you're, if you're 5'3", obviously, like certain builds, like here's some things you're gonna have to compensate for. Like you're never gonna quite, but here's your version of that. And that might be a fun series. I might start doing those like once a week, and there'd be some crossover because the over analyzing of the character will probably more of that content would be on Geek Church with a little preview of the workout, and then more of the workout. Like we'd then go and do that workout, and then do a little preview on Geek Church, but then on the Becoming Aquaman would be like that full workout. And the same thing, that like 20 minutes of analyzing the character will probably get cut down to like a 3-minute intro for the workout, and there could be crossover between the two. So that's my plan, and I'm now actually certified and qualified to do it. So I wanted to do it for a while. Now I can. Actually, I used to want to like buy other people's superhero workout plans and then do them, but have issues with like permission and all that kind of stuff. And so now I can do my own. Also, imagine how much more prepared I'll be for working with clients if it's like over this next year. Let's say I do 100 of these superhero workouts. That's okay. Let's say I do one a week. Let's say 52, even just 52. That's like 52 more clients than, let's say I work with 13 people at the end of the year. Now I'm going to get weird on the numbers. So instead of just saying like, oh, I work with 13, I've had the experience of doing this 13 times. Now it's going to be 50, 60, 63, 64, 65 instead of 13. So it's going to add that much more experience, which will also help my actual practice of taking on clients and doing whatever. So obviously it's not exactly the same because I'm not going to be working with Bruce Wayne to make sure he gets the whatever results, but it'll be fun and give me extra experience either way. So back to that obsession part, building this personal trainer business. And speaking of that, right now I'm on the fence between, I've applied to be a personal trainer at Anytime Fitness part-time, but I'm also considering just pulling my application and saying, screw it, let me just do it on my own, going and getting an LLC, getting the insurance, and putting my shingle up and doing it on my own. So leave a comment if you have an opinion on which way I should go with that. The guaranteed Anytime Fitness, hourly plus commission, and all the training benefits and seminars and conferences, or striking out my own, becoming an entrepreneur, and getting the LLC, doing all the paperwork. Bigger possible payout, also not a guarantee. Leave a comment what you think I should do. Okay, what do we want to do for our third, about 23 minutes? I was thinking the cable, but I think I might want to just recreate it. I don't want to load up with water. I don't want to use a cable either. I don't love that particular, sorry, I'm forgetting I don't have my microphone on. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing next. I don't love that particular, for that. I love it for everything else, but for the actual cable raises there, I don't necessarily love. Thinking of just using dumbbell. Can I do 21s with a dumbbell? I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I could basically just, I could do one arm, or I guess I could do just both arms. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna stick with the 20s that I just used, and so it's gonna be, so we'll come up, we'll start from up. So it's gonna be 7, going down half, all right? And then go all the way down. Maybe we'll do this first. I don't know. 7 half, and then 7 all the way. So that's the 21s. I think I normally start with the bottom half, but I think I'm gonna start with the top half first because it gives a better pump, and then this is like that the extra reps, and then we'll do the full reps. But we're gonna stick to the 20s. So it'd be the equivalent of doing 40 over here. Well, probably a little more because there's no pulleys with this. Okay, let's start from the top. Okay. 7. Seven. Oops, I did 10. We're gonna skip those. Seven. Whew. Go for a short walk around the gym to try to recover it. I struggle that one. I dropped down to 15s. Okay. Seven. Seven. Five. 7. All right. That's it for today. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, just getting in, getting back to the consistency. So we'll see. We'll try to sneak one in San Francisco. It's unlikely. And then Wednesday, I'm back at it on Wednesday, and we're gonna have to hit Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm gonna have to probably even squeeze one in on Sunday just to make up for these next 4 days. So, but you know what? Rural church pastor of 2 towns, 200 miles apart. My daughter's now in an internship in San Francisco. Her district office is in Sacramento. My family's up in California. Our closest Walmart, well, technically our closest Walmart is 3 hours away, but our closest Walmart in a direction that we would actually need to go for, is 4 hours away. Practically, I guess I should say, is 4 hours away. And drive a lot. So this is why I do so many like day passes at other gyms. I haven't done it in a while, but going into and getting day passes at other gyms. So technically I could try to hit one tomorrow in Reno, but they don't. I could try the Crunch Fitness. I've done the Anytime Fitness there before, but I didn't bring my tag, so I wouldn't be able to get in for free. Well, not free, I have a membership. I could try the Crunch Fitness, but I gotta get blood. We gotta get on the road. I don't think I have time. I'd have to get up at like 4 in the morning to do it. And normally I'd be like, yeah, do it. 4 in the morning. Who cares? Get up at 4 in the morning all the time. But I've been having a long drive, and I've been running myself pretty ragged. Thus, I think why I'm getting kind of sick. It's the only time I ever get sick is if I've been putting in like 12-hour days, back after back after back, back after back to back to back, and my body's like, dude, chill out. So I won't try to get up at like 4 and go hit a workout tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd have another day in there. But anyways, I'll have to say, we're getting back into this 5 days a week. Muscle gain. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Showed my hand, my wrist. But let's go. Love you guys.